Hey everybody, and welcome back to Schism. We have just activated the Wanderer, and I don't really know exactly what that did. I don't think that the game is like unwinnable or anything now. If that were the case, then it probably would have ended right here, right now. But I'm guessing that something's going to happen, like maybe when we go back to the ship, or maybe we can talk to Dr. Oh man, I keep forgetting this dude's name. I want to say Salvo, but I don't know if that's... I feel like it's an S name. At any rate, let's get inside, and I'll go back... Oh man, I forgot which was which. I think this was the next stop. I like how you can see the little areas where we went and did the little game that's raised the tracks up. Alright. First of all, where's Hannah? Oh, she's still in here, that's right. I forgot about that. Alright. First of all, I guess the ship is here, isn't it? Like, not there, but here. Because I had to come over here. So, I'm going to have to take the ship over here if we're going to talk to the guy again. Let's see if something happens when I try to leave. I'm curious to know if something's going to happen. Okay, I thought for some reason the thing was about to slow down. Wait, is the ship not here? Oh wait, did Hannah take the ship? Hannah took the ship. Okay, it's a new day of recording, so I completely forgot. Alright, let's turn this thing around and head back. I'm going to try to make sure this is not a crazy runaround fest like the last video was, but there's going to be at least a little bit of travel. Actually, before I switch over to Hannah, I'm going to see if any of the two things that were locked before are now unlocked. Also, where does this go? This symbol? Nothing. Okay. I'm wondering if we have to unlock that somehow. There's got to be a reason that exists, right? Alright, I'm going to go ahead and head this way. I'm nervous. Like, I don't know what's going to become of the world right now, if anything's going to change. Ever since Riven, you know, I've kind of had this thing about, okay, modifications to the landscape or the whole world in general, you know, you never know if you're going to destroy everything. Oh, man. Alright, first things first, I'm going to check upstairs on the 4th floor. Anything open up here? No, it looks like this is still closed. Oh, I think I went all the way down. Yeah. Alright, let me go back up one slot. Can I go in here now? Is there anything cool in here? No. Okay. Well, in that case, I'm going to take Hannah back to the Wanderer Central area. I don't know if there will be any ghosts that we encounter on the way over now that we did what we did. But, we did promise, the prisoner guy that we were going to come back for him, so I want to make sure we make good on that. Alright, hopefully the chair actually works. It does, alright. So it doesn't seem like anything has really happened yet. Alright, let's go and pilot the ship over there. You know, Sam and Hannah did talk about rituals that would appease Mattia and allow us to get off or whatever. And I'm wondering if that will involve going to the temple. That's one thing that we never really quite got any real clearance on, or clarity on, was whether or not the temple has anything to do with Mattia. like, I don't really feel like we got that answer. That we saw prayer grinders and a bunch of stuff, but we never really got an answer as to how the temple relates to everyday life here. You know, it was just a bunch of machines and stuff. Also, I have to wonder, how is it that the guy in the jail cell can see both of us? Because I'm assuming that either one of us can go in and talk to him, right? But we can't see each other? I mean, how does that work? Like, that part, I'm really curious about. I mean, I guess, you know, the Wanderer could basically be the, you know, kind of like Yisha from the Myst games. It's kind of like a wizard did it, you know. You could come up with whatever explanation you want to explain away everything. So you could say, oh, hey, the Wanderer is allowing the doctor guy to see both of us, and we can't see each other, though, you know, that kind of thing. Alright. Let's go to this spot. Whee! I gotta admit, I was really confused when I first used this in that failed recording, because I tried going to the place that, the Wanderer area way over there first, and then the broken track thing was bumped into, so therefore I had to go back. And so I thought that you kind of had to figure out this complex series of moves that you had to make to actually stop at a spot, but that thankfully was not the case. I'm thankful that this is practically useful for the most part. Okay, let's go down to the bottom area. I'm going to try to approach the doctor guy as Sam, because we used Hannah last time, so I don't know. I'm curious if you could see Sam, because I think Sam was holding the wheel both of the other times, so we could test out what I was wondering about a minute ago. Okay. And we're still up here, that's right. First of all, hang on. Does this open with that wheel held down? No, okay. I just had to I just had to check. And you never know what will affect something else. Alright, let's go in. I don't believe we've approached him as Sam. Maybe we did the first time around, but... In fact, I think we did the first time around. Okay, he's not coming out. Okay, so we just wasted a bunch of time. Either that or we have to approach him as Hannah. Hannah, why don't you, come out over here. You know what? I'm wondering what would happen if you release the wheel while the other person was standing in the middle of the room. I would be curious to know how that would work. I wonder if the game would just teleport you to, you know, maybe the other side, like this side. Okay. Hannah, can you approach the guy? No. Evidently not. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna try this out. I'm gonna stand here. All right, let's see what happens. Yep, we moved over here. Okay. I just had to wonder, you know. Well, at this point, I really don't know what else we can do. Maybe go back to the temple? I don't have my phone with me, by the way, for hints, because it has to charge at the moment, so... Thankfully for all the people out there who have been upset at me looking at hints, you guys get a hint-free episode here. I don't know if there has been, by the way. I'm just assuming there might be, just because, you know, I'm kind of I try to be a purist about these things, but I'm also an LPer, and I feel like if I were playing the game not on camera, I would probably be a little more strict about it, but because I am playing on camera, I do kind of want to be at least a little more lenient than maybe I perhaps set out to be at first. Because at first I was like, okay, I'm going to do this without hints, not really knowing just how difficult this was going to be. But, okay, so we ended up doing a lot of walking around here again. Okay, let's just go back to the ship. Unfortunately, we have to do this one at a time. But, I'm going to make sure we both travel together so we don't have to go back and forth with the ship a bunch. It's weird that we haven't seen any ghosts or anything. But I am wondering if the whole mention of rituals is a reference to the temple in some way. It's a long shot, I know, but you never know, right? You just never know. Alright, let's get Sam over here as well. Where are we? Oh, we're out here. Okay. I still find it weird that we can't get to the top floor or the building on the second floor. Like, that's... I find that a little strange. I do feel like we've done, aside from those two things and that metal steel thing by the Wanderer thing, I feel like we've done pretty much everything we can do in this area, so I want to go back and see what maybe we either missed or maybe something will trigger when we try to go back to the temple or something. I mean, at this point, I feel like I don't have a whole lot else to go off of. Alright. Oh, there is one thing I do want to investigate, and it's actually in the very first location where Hannah started. And it's something I accidentally found out about while looking up some... what was it? It was stuff about the numbering system for the navigation thing on the ship. But you'll see when we get there. I'm kind of... In this case, I normally wouldn't say this, but I'm actually kind of glad I got spoiled about this, because I probably wouldn't have gone back there to look at this otherwise, unless I was just really, really stuck. But the thing that we need this particular thing for, we haven't even encountered, I don't think. At least, I don't believe we have. I could be wrong, but I don't think we've actually encountered this. But first I'm going to go to the temple and just have a look around and just see what's going on. Alright, let's leave and go back to the temple. Or is it the Bosch area? It's weird that nothing has happened yet. Because the game made it sound like things were about to go down. Like things were changing and going crazy. And we just made this big decision about releasing the Wanderer and stuff. But maybe we'll find out more about that here. I'm hoping... The one thing I am hoping about is... I really, really hope that we did not miss... some mission log or just something lying around that would help advance the plot. Like, that's the one thing I always fear in these games. I think the Nancy Drew games kind of instilled that fear in myself, to be honest. And actually... No, actually I will use Sam in this case, because he's got the inventory. Alright. Okay, anything going on in here that's crazy go nuts. Let's see what's going on. Didn't seem like anything was happening when Hannah was heading back to the ship through this area. Okay, nothing so far. Let's go here. I'm assuming we don't need to use the typewriter thing again, right? Because I feel like that served its purpose. At least I hope it served its purpose. Alright, let's head in here. Don't know what's going to happen, but we'll find out soon enough. Okay. Everything looks the same, at least. First of all, did we ever see anything over here? There was just this dead end, yeah. Nothing here. I kind of want to know more about this area. Like, what is the statue of? Like, who is that guy? For one thing. Okay, nothing happened there. I want to go into that little room that we were in earlier, because I feel like that room is something important. Mainly just because it hasn't had any practical purpose yet. Okay, please, please, please have something here. I really hope there's something good here. Like, this feels like some kind of inner sanctum room or something. Okay. No one's here. We can still look at this, though. I can't use my inventory on it or anything. I just wonder what this is about. Like, does that look like anything we've seen before? I mean, I guess it could be the ship, maybe, that we've been sailing around on? But I don't know. And then we've got this. This is one of the symbols. I forget what position that is, but why that's there? That is the question of the hour. Maybe this is just here for, you know, world building. Maybe this is not meant to be something that's used for a puzzle or anything. I just want to, like, climb up on this and do something, you know? Like, who's this guy? I want to know who that dude is. Alright, let's get out of here. I guess there really is nothing to do here unless we encounter something on the way out. I can't think of anything in Sam's starting area that, wait a minute. Okay, I was wondering why we were turning that direction. Yeah, I can't think of anything in Sam's starting area that's... Wait a minute, what's that? Is that like somebody over there? No, that's one of the tower things. But yeah, I don't think there are any loose ends back there because we used the wheel thing to get the sounds we needed for the typewriter, right? We solved the puzzle with the gas things. I mean... Oh, hey!
No longer I can get through like this. I'm convinced these anomalies have their source in Matia's zone. You must go there. It's crucial for all of us that you try. New coordinates for getting there. You've probably seen how everything is so ritualized here by now.
Mm-hmm.
Like prayer grinders for opening gates.
Yeah.
Well, Permat's pillars and the model in the temple were used for such ritual calculations. And it may even be the key to the heavens I've been reading about in the texts. Impossible to get off this world after all. But remember that they haven't been adjusted recently. But when they're used to retrieve navigational coordinates. So measure them and see what you can get. You must go to Matia's zone. It's where you'll find...
Don't listen to her. Matcha can impersonate any of us. Don't trust anyone. Just stick with it.
Am I supposed to be saying something? I wondered if we were supposed to see that earlier, because I feel like if the island that we were going to earlier was Matia's zone, we've already been there, and I mean, we've already done all the releasing of the Wanderer and all that stuff, so I don't know. I feel like that's something we should have seen earlier in the game. But I mean, I'm glad we saw it for completeness' sake. Okay, nothing has changed over here. Oh, I should have used Hannah when going out here because... Oh, man, I'm going to have to go all the way back to the ship as Sam. I know where these beads are used. It's the area I've been talking about where Hannah started. And Sam's the one who has them. Yeah. I mean, I can try going up this thing. I'm curious to know what... Because we haven't been back on this ship for, like, forever now. I'm wondering what will happen when we try that. Will anything crazy happen? I just feel like this ship needs more of a purpose than it's had so far, you know? Like, maybe I'm just crazy, but it just feels like there should be a little more to what we need to do with this. Like, okay, so if we go in here, what's going to happen if we go to the place where we started? Can we leave? We can't. Well, that's a little weird. Is it getting caught on that? So maybe this was just meant to be a one-time trip. Maybe. So what happens if you didn't take note of the sounds earlier on the wheel? Like, what do you do in that case? Are you just totally screwed if you didn't do that? Oh, that's... Or maybe you have to adjust something outside. Maybe that's what's going on. I'm really curious, though, because I feel like you should have the freedom to go back and check that out. But the thing is, we just walk past that. Like, there's no... Yeah, I can't actually look at it. It's not letting me do it. Alright. I'm not going to worry about that. I'm just going to head all the way back and check out what's on Hannah's starting point, since we apparently can't get to Sam's starting point. So yeah, I guess this video is just a bunch of walking around. But hey, at least we got one cool cutscene. It kind of begs the question, though, who all has Madia impersonated? I'm wondering if, you know, it would be interesting. I'm wondering if maybe a lot of the cutscenes we've been seeing where the characters are really bad at acting are Madia trying to impersonate people. Whoa. Hi there. Okay. Does that happen every time I go through that? Because it didn't happen before. Okay, it didn't happen that time. That was pretty weird. But it seems like he wanted something. And I think I actually might know what. This is the stuff I shouldn't have known about thing that I'm going to reveal to you guys pretty soon as I can get back to the ship. And get to Hannah's starting point, more specifically. Thing is, I don't know if I can always count on that dude being there, or what. But yeah, I think the woman that we just saw out there was trying to point out that the 5 pillars were the key to solving the puzzle with the little telescope thing. I think that's what that was all about. We're sure getting our exercise today, that's for sure. Okay, is anything new going to happen when I go in here? I don't think so. I'm just going to do one more scan of the room to make sure there's nothing weird that I missed, but I don't think there is. I think this is pretty much covered. What I am curious to know about, though, is if we're ultimately supposed to get another set of coordinates, and maybe this is one part of the puzzle. Because the woman mentioned something about getting off of this world, and I'm wondering if... Wait a minute, what is that? That looks like just a bunch of symbols I have never seen before. It's probably nothing, but... Wait a minute. Oh, okay, never mind, that just goes there. I thought you could go that way. Alright, well, let's go back to the ship. Man, I'm kind of bummed. I thought things were going to go down in this video, but apparently not. I don't think we're going to use the prayer grinders anymore. Like, that I'm doubtful on. Okay. We're heading to the start. Hopefully there will be some answers there. Maybe something that will enable us to move forward with the game. I'm wondering if we'll have to, if we do get coordinates for leaving here, I'm wondering if we'll have to convert them using the math, like the algorithm or whatever you want to call it that we used earlier. Alright. I'm going to just leave Sam down here and have Hannah pilot the ship because he's going to get off at the stop we're making. Oh, we're standing in the same spot. Cool. My footsteps sound really muffled. Do. Alright, here we go. Also, can we look at anything here? No. Okay. I feel like at some point that's got to be relevant, right? Okay, let's go to the very first place where it all began. Maybe something will be happening there. I mean, to be fair, there used to be people who lived there, right? So maybe activating the Wanderer does something regarding the population. I haven't really been, like, totally taking notes on everything everyone has said, so I've been kind of a little lost on how the Wanderer actually works. But yeah. Alright, so let's go back. See if we encounter anyone along the way. So the place I'm going to is the pear-shaped thing, the one that had the numbers used for the navigational coordinates on the ship there. Because apparently there was a component of that I kind of missed. I don't remember if I saw this earlier and I just forgot all about it, which is entirely possible. I'll know it when I see it, though. Where's the bridge back? I think it's this way. Or no, it's not a bridge, it's like a little tram thing, right? I like that little gondola. Like, it really looks like a gondola flying around. Kind of reminds me of the transport that Savidro used at the end of Myst 3, you know? I think that's what it most reminds me of. Okay. So, if I'm not mistaken, I just go up the elevator and we're good to go, right? Like, we'll just keep on climbing. Where's the path? Seriously, like, where do I go? Ah, that thing was, like, in my face. I seriously think the game creators put that there just to say, hey, check out all the animations we're doing. Where's the exit? Here? Oh, there. Got it. Okay, where is that device? I know it's around somewhere. Is it back here? Dude. You don't have to be buzzing around my face, man. Okay, not there. I know it's on one of these landings. Somewhere up here. It is kind of fun to go back here and check all this out again. Especially now that we know how to navigate now. That was like the one thing that was really tripping me up at the beginning of the game, was moving around and turning and things like that. Okay, I think it's up here. Somewhere up here. Well, I thought it was up here somewhere. What? Am I just missing it? I know it was on one of these landings. Like, I remember seeing it. It was that little pear thing with all the symbols on it. Okay, nothing on this landing here. And this is the control thing for the flower puzzle. So that's not it at all. Now we're getting to Windy Central up here. And this is the place where we found the tablet with the coordinates. Yeah, so I'll find it. I just need to look around more thoroughly, apparently. I gotta wonder, like, how this is all rendered. Like, did they render it kind of in a, like, where everything was, like, spatially relative to each other, and then they just kind of enhanced everything before, like, making the final renderings of all this stuff? Because it's really impressive the way this works for a pre-rendered game. Especially back in that time period. Okay, it's probably on one of these lower levels. I know it's around, I just don't remember where exactly. I feel like it's big enough that we wouldn't miss it, but I guess we are missing it somehow. Wait, is it here somewhere? I didn't think it was back here, because this is where the little pot thing was that we put on the stand when we solved the spike puzzle. Okay, where are you? Like, seriously, this is getting a little ridiculous now. Don't tell me it was on the very first floor. It probably is. Oh, man. Let's go back. Knowing me, it probably is here on the very first floor. Oh, hey, there's this path. I forgot about this. I bet this is where it is. Oh, hi. Who are you?
Some of us finally learned your language. Natia tried to prevent it for so long. And those of us who have made it back from the sanctuary imprisoned again. I can only appear here, in the middle of nowhere. Matia, as well, lost its way.
Yeah.
Sees us as contaminated too. If it isn't done correctly now, the good servant will simply complete what it has begun. There will be no wanderer, no chance. I am to offer you precious oil in return for pearls.
There we go. That's what I was looking for.
1 unit of oil for 1 pearl. You will use the balance to measure the exact number you require. Then you will take it to the temple.
Alright. Can I give it to you? Oh. I see, really do have to do it over here? Yeah, here we go. This is where he put it, I think. Oh, hey, it's that symbol. Okay, I bet that means that that's where we have to put the oil. Maybe that's what that's indicating. But where do we drop off these pearls? Like, where do we do it? Where do we do it? Do we just knock on the door again now that we have... because we have pearls with us? I guess so? I feel like we tried knocking on this door earlier and nothing happened. Yo, dude, we got your pearls, man. Like, okay, what are we missing? I feel like this is the oil, right? Like, this thing that we're looking at, this bottle or whatever. Question is, how am I supposed to... Let me look at it more closely and see if there's... Wait. Okay. Oh. So it moved all the way down to the 3... Oh wait, that's the same symbol that we saw in the temple. At the... I'm going to call it the oil room because, I mean, I don't really have a better name for it at this point, right? Alright. I feel like we're making progress here. I don't know what this is going to accomplish, but if it's a ritual that will enable us to get off, then that would be amazing. Alright. Let's head back to the ship. I feel like we're way over on time, but I really want to see this through, though. Where's the gondola thing? Oh, wait, that was on the bottom floor. Duh. Hang on. I'm an idiot. Got all excited about oil. Because oil is cool. Alright, here we go. Yeah, I wish these bugs would stop buzzing around like that. So I don't understand how that thing works, the machine, the pear-shaped machine. Is it showing us, like, how much oil, like, measurement-wise it is? Because I thought those were... I mean, I guess they're numbers, technically, but... I thought maybe they were specifically used to measure distance. But, I mean, I guess it makes more sense that the numbers are multi-purpose, right? So... Oh, that's right, we got the splashy things. Alright, you guys are done splashing around, so that's good. Alright, I don't think we'll ever have to come back here again, hopefully. So let's move on to the temple once more. And we will see what we can accomplish there with this oil. See, so what I was thinking earlier was that the priest, or whoever that guy was that we saw last outside the temple, he was holding his hands out to us. I thought maybe he was wanting oil. or something. So, as part of the ritual, you know. Alright, let's go back here. I'm also recording a fairly long video, not only just because I feel like we haven't gotten a lot done, but also so I can give my phone time to charge, too. Hopefully it'll all be worth it. Okay. Alright, dude, let's go out and see what we can do with oil. I'm kind of impressed at just how little inventory exists in this game. I mean, I was thinking that we would be filling out this whole row, but we haven't really had to do that, which is kind of nice. And again, I wonder, you know, if you didn't solve the puzzle of the wheel thing where Sam was started, you know, at the balloon field area. I mean, what would happen when you needed to do this? I mean, because you had to give those pearls up, right? I mean, maybe there's just a way to get back there. I mean, I guess I can look it up, because I don't think we'll be having to use Sam's ship, but I do want to find out, like, how you would be able to get back, in case you did need to go back and get the proper words, or get the pearls, or whatever. Alright. Let's see if we encounter one of these priests along the way. I do think, though, that we are going to leave the oil on the altar thing in that room. That's what I'm suspecting. Especially since we saw that symbol of that insect or whatever it was on the window of the dude's house, or the panel or whatever it's called. Alright, let's go back over here and see what there is to do. See what there is to do. Do 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 do. Whoa! Hi there. You want oil? One what? One oil? One something else? Where do I put it? That's the symbol that the oil that was shown to us when we got the oil earlier. I don't understand what that finger was all about. What was that supposed to signify? I thought we would just leave the oil here, right? I mean, apparently I can't do anything. I'm moving my mouse around and nothing's happening. I feel like I'm going to have to get the solution for this in between videos. I've walked around long enough. Especially for a Let's Play. Oh, man. Alright, I'm just going to leave it here for now. Next time, I'm going to see what we can do with this oil. But until then, thanks so much for watching, everybody, and I will catch you on the flip side.